It's a beautiful place, right? It's my fave. Back at my favorite place. I probably should have thought about this angle. I can't see anything. I think I just saw Tracy. Yes, it's Tracy. Hey, Tracy Parker. I see you on your personal. What's happening, y'all? I might need to change my angle, as beautiful as it is and as nice as this sunshine is. It's a lovely way to start my day, I'm telling you. Good, glorious morning indeed. Hey, chica. Out walking this morning, are ya? It's so lovely. I hope the weather in Texas is as nice as it is here, because this is very, very nice. I love it. I love it. I love it. Thanks for those chocolate hearts. All right, I'm going to turn this thing around and have a conversation. I wonder how I can best, I'm trying to see where the best place. Is it beautiful this way? Nice little print. Nice, me too. I need to remind myself I've got some work to get home and do. It's a lovely park not far from my house. Okay, let me turn it around. Okay, y'all see the sun in my face. You know I'm not gonna be able to see jack. That means I need to reposition so I can read. I don't know if that's gonna be possible out here this this morning. Hey, maybe that little bit of shade. Okay. All right, so the topic. Do you think thoughts, or do your thoughts think you? Have you ever even thought about that? I know for a long time I didn't. I didn't even know that it was that they were different. I'd never even considered it. There are so many things that we don't consider if there's no new learning, which is why learning should never ever stop. As soon as you think you know it all, life is going to overwhelm you. Or if you don't get that that life is about learning and growing. And the more you learn, the more you grow. And the more you learn and grow, then that creates a cycle. And within that cycle, it also increases your capacity to love. Got that? Okay. But do you think thoughts, or do thoughts think you? I'm asking what state? This is New Jersey. Got it. Hey, no money stress. That's Lisa. What's happening, girl? Lynn motivates. Hey, Lenny. Hey, Lenny. Good to see you. But I'd never, for a long, long time, and it's natural. You don't come here just knowing this. Hey, Lenny. If y'all don't follow Lenny is always sharing. And every morning she reminds us to hydrate and to really focus on healing. So go check Lenny Motivates out. I like her a lot. So if you've never really thought about that, then I'm asking you to consider it. It's really like breathing. Do you breathe air, or does air breathe you? I mean, really. Until you know that there is a correct way to breathe, then you just naturally breathe. It's the same way thoughts just naturally float through, and unless you have to own the thought for the thought to become yours. You get that? So when I ask, are you thinking thoughts, or are thoughts thinking you? Then consider that. I think thoughts. The thoughts don't think me. I wonder who that was. I missed who that was, because I want to engage in a quick conversation with you about that. Yeah, Lenny, I know you would. I know you'd love this, because this is your space too. So when you consider that, or if you're not considering that, then I'll dare to tell you that life is also driving you instead of you driving life. Okay, from that perspective, thoughts think me. See? And in that case, then when thoughts are thinking you, then overwhelm is inevitable. There's no way for you to then get in the driver's seat of your life, because you don't think you have any control. When you have control over every single aspect of your life, if your thinking is right about it. I love Byron Katie. And Byron Katie is always talking about loving what is. You can't love what is if you're constantly fighting it, and if you think that your thoughts are your own. Sometimes they are, sometimes they aren't. Whether or not they are is whether or not you have the proper perspective on how to use thoughts. You have to be skillful about the thoughts you have. I don't own them. They just flow and come into my mind, and I missed that last thing. And you react to them. See, here's where personal growth comes in. Personal growth comes in when you don't react to your thoughts. It's when you are able to process your thoughts. But now I get it. Gonna own my thoughts more. It's easy to say that, but it's a process, and it's a skill set. It's a skill set to really get to the point that you are owning your thoughts. The purpose for this scope is to bring to your awareness that it is possible, that you can, that you don't have to just succumb to whatever comes into your mind. Yes, and that's what it's about, y'all. You're here to learn and to grow. Okay? To learn and to grow, not to just be here and allow whatever life throws you. You can't get in the controller seat. Yes, you have to control the fabric of your thought. I needed this. Well, I'm glad. I'm glad to be able to deliver this. So personal growth should never ever stop. So if you've got some thinking that's really controlling you and making you think that there's something wrong with you because things are just not happening in your world, it's your thinking about that thing that's wrong. It's not that thing. Yes, thank you for bringing the awareness so I can begin to process and grow. That's it. That's what this is all about. Do you breathe to help you get there? Absolutely. Absolutely. And learning to properly breathe and from the gut. I mean, and Lenny does a lot of teaching on that too. Learning to breathe will absolutely help you to process a lot of things. But when I talk about getting skillful, then that means about everything. I mean, how do you feel about death? Does the death of one of your parents or somebody you love absolutely petrify you? Then that's some wrong thinking about that, because people die. And when we've got the wrong perspective about that, then it ruins life. Thank you for sharing, and thank you for all the love, y'all. I appreciate that. It stops you from living life fully. I've certainly had to go through that myself, because I'm daddy's little girl. Even at almost 50, I'm daddy's little girl. And about 25 years ago, I had an epiphany. It's the thoughts you are thinking about that thought that gets you tripped up. So when you are finding yourself feeling anything other than peaceful, then training yourself to really capture those thoughts and exactly what you're fearing about them, then that's where that's what you need to go and investigate. And that's where the learning begins on that thing. But as long as you just go, I can't even think about that, then what you're saying is, universe, I don't appreciate that you are bringing this thing to my attention that can ultimately run me in a ditch. I don't appreciate you doing that, so I'm going to throw that thing on over there and I'm just not going to think about it. Well, that's not why we're here. When something is uncomfortable, then that's the universe's way of nudging you so that overwhelm does not come in and bulldoze you. Because that's what happens with people who refuse to grow, who refuse to learn. Overwhelm, come and take them out. Be careful what you speak to the universe. I'm not sure what that means. I ain't scared of the universe. I talk about everything, and I ask about everything, and I inquire about everything. We're taught so many ridiculous things about what we shouldn't question, and things, don't question God and all that kind of stuff. I don't believe that at all. I question the heck out of the gods. I even question religion that says there's only one path, and I believe in the oneness, but I question everything. Thank you, Lenny. And I'm so glad you're here. Lenny says something. I'm not quick enough, y'all. I wasn't quick enough. I keep trying to get in a better spot, a better space to be able to. Do I turn around this way? Oh, no, that was far worse. Okay. Girl, shut up. You're speaking the truth, honey. Well, I speak the truth as I know it. And I've always been that child who dared ask questions when I think you need shade love. Oh, is that what I need? Okay. See, all right, I'm going up under here where a lot of people are, and they're going to be like, what is she doing over there? Well, they're about to be enlightened, huh? I love your backdrop. Isn't that nice? Me too. Where I'm in New Jersey at a lovely, lovely park in the New York metro area. Okay, I'm trying to get the light, y'all, so I can continue this. I know it's so nice out though. I love the sun and the sun loves me. Okay, is that better? Okay, now, yeah, people really are going to think I'm cuckoo for Cocoa Puffs, but that's okay. If they listen, they might learn something. So that's better? Okay, so I believe the takeaway I'd like you guys to have on this. Yes, I am light. I embrace that fully. That's right. Let them listen. Woohoo-ness. Toot-a-doo. That's what Lenny says all the time. Okay, so the takeaway is to be conscious of whether or not you're thinking your thoughts or thoughts are thinking you. And if your thoughts are then having you react rather than respond, whole nother lesson, y'all. Having you react rather than respond, having you in stress because you continue to stay on a thing, having you snooping and chasing and, doing things that create drama in your life and chaos, then your thoughts are thinking you. And that just means that you've got to get more skillful, because it doesn't just happen. You've got to get more skillful at thinking your thoughts, because the thoughts have every right to come through. It's why, boy, it's not easy at first, is it? No, it's not easy at first. Absolutely not. It's, we've got, and in the Grown Zone, we've got what we call a lover's manual. And we ask the question, would you get in a car and drive without a driver's manual, without some instruction, without understanding the rules of the road and understanding what the pedals are for and the wheel and all of that stuff? Would you just get behind a wheel and drive of a car and drive? No, you need to understand some things. So our book, Loving in the Grown Zone, is a lover's manual. It teaches you the basics of love. So what I'm teaching you right now is thinking 101. Okay? So, yeah, and they crash and burn every time they think that they, just because you feel love for somebody, then you're now skilled at loving. No, you got to get some lover's education. Okay? All right. So here we go. I'm loving you too, Lenny. You know I'm loving you. We have to recognize the ants, automatic negative thoughts as well. I like that. I like the ants, because by default we go to the negative. By default. And then our programming within our lives, your parents don't mean to, but Don Miguel Luis in the Four Agreements says that we are, yes, Tony Robbins, high five. I've been a huge fan of his since the 80s. But our parents don't mean to, but they domesticate us. And the universe we live in, we're domesticated. So you have to then be freed from all of that in order to recognize that most thoughts that come are not your own, until you are able to really do an automatic sort, sift and sort, an automatic sort of what is going to be to your benefit and what's going to be to your detriment. Thank you so much for the love, y'all. Thank you. I really appreciate that. Those purple and chocolate hearts have been consistent, and I appreciate you. So, when I ask the question, do you think your thoughts, or do your thoughts think you? Then you've got to go and ask yourself that. You've got to go check yourself on that. You've got to, in fact, I will challenge you today to, when you find yourself feeling any kind of way, any kind of ants. And what's unfortunate is, for most of you, it's your natural state now. It's what's become your norm, but it's not your natural. So let me go back and correct that. It's what's become your norm, so you're comfortable in it, but it's not natural. So I challenge you in this day to intentionally catch yourself thinking and say, is this thought one that I am controlling and makes me feel good, and I'm in control of what's happening around me? And do I feel good in this moment? Or is this thing driving me in a way that is uncomfortable, and it's going to drive me in a ditch, and that it's going to wreck my life? It's going to wreck me in this moment. Okay? Hello, you're new to my scope. Welcome. I'm glad to have you here. KP Femininity. Ooh, that sounds good. So, yeah, take control of your thoughts. Okay, welcome. I'm glad you're here. BB Light, me too, sent over by Lenny. Yay! All the Lenny's people, yay! I'm so glad you're here. Love all this information. I'm so glad. You know, that's one of the reasons that social media is so wonderful. Oh, thank you, thank you. Thank you for being here. I'm so glad you're here. Welcome, welcome, welcome. One of the reasons that I absolutely adore this kind of stuff is because for many of us, you won't hear these things. Thank you. You won't hear these things in the circles you keep. And so you wonder why you stay stuck. So come on out, venture out. Don't stay within the people, even on Periscope, that you know from other social mediums. Venture out, learn some new stuff, okay? Thank you so much. Thank you. I'm so glad you're here, okay? Learn some other stuff. The people in your circle, you can only learn from venturing out. You stay, if you're the smartest person in your group, then you're in trouble, okay? I'm your witness. Oh, that is so special. Oh yeah, Lenny's something else. That Lenny's something else, y'all. And just got a beautiful, beautiful spirit. I've never met her, but I look forward to one day. Okay, so I'm done, really, because I want to get back out here and let the sun kiss me and me kiss the sun, because I love the sun, y'all. There's something so very energetic about it, and it's purposeful. So get out and kiss the sun. May even have to change your circle. Absolutely. I agree. Just said that yesterday. Need to surround yourself with good people. Yes. And to say that, you know, you just don't find good people. People just, catch that thinking. Catch it. Catch it. It's limiting you. It's stopping you. It's hindering you. Catch it. Stop it. Okay? I love them from afar. Some of them you just need to cut off. It's okay to cut people off. I've cut off a lot of relationships. It's okay. Lenny, you crack me up. Venturing out today to meet up with new friends, ready to cultivate new relationships. Yes. And trust the universe to bring you exactly what you need. Because oftentimes I get exactly what I need by daring to venture out, just getting on my computer and going to learn something new, starting with a Google search and reading somebody's blog or watching somebody's videos. That expands my knowledge. That challenges my beliefs. Because you can't go beyond your beliefs. You can't live beyond your beliefs. You can't be beyond your beliefs. You have got to embrace challenging your beliefs, okay? You're the average of your top 5. That's what we're told. Oh my goodness. Wasn't quick enough. Okay. So it's an absolutely beautiful day. This is a 2-mile track. I've done one. I'm going to do one more. And then I've got some work to do. So, going to learn a bunch of stuff. So yeah, venture out, y'all. I dare you. And I dare you to catch your thoughts, because they're ruling your life. If your thoughts are thinking you and you're not thinking them, then that's not good. Oh, thank you so much. Yes, yes. All right, blessings, peace, love to all of you. And until next time, live and love in the grown zone. Aw, thank you so much. I love you too. I love all of this. I'm so glad. I am so glad. I'm so glad. I'm that chick that will dare say the things that other people think or what people need, even if they don't know it. So get out of your own way, because there's all kinds of greatness for you. All kinds of greatness for you. I always know when somebody's thoughts are thinking them. When they're in overwhelm and doing the woe is me. The woe is me. Yeah, I am. I'm a truth teacher, indeed. I'm glad you recognize it. Thank you very much. And look what they keep doing to me instead of embracing what is and expanding your circle. Do that when the student is ready. Yes, indeed. Indeed. Can't rush maturity. Can't rush maturity. I love you too. All right, y'all. I'm out. This is always the fun part. Anybody else have this